Hi, James Diaz here. I had a job interview today. In this job interview, I learned quite a few things. One, I was not ready for a job interview. Two, having multiple job interviews is good practice. In fact, I highly recommend it. If you aren't interviewing before you get to the places you absolutely want to work, you're going to leave your best representation of yourself on the table. And I say that because I'm learning this as I go. I'm not an expert in job interviews. I'm not an expert in applying for positions. By no stretch of the imagination am I any of those. And that's where I'm finding out I'm not very good at. I'm really not good at it all. But it was good practice. The place I interviewed with, I'm not going to say, and if they're watching, I appreciate the opportunity to interview with your company. I learned a lot. I think the person that interviewed me, which happens to be the CEO, she is an amazing woman and very highly driven, and anybody who takes a job with her would be very fortunate. I don't know if it's the right fit for me, as I just got back from the interview a half hour ago, so I have some time to think about what I want to do and if this is something I want to pursue. But I realized that the whole job market has changed drastically on me. I haven't been in the field looking for a position in over 12 years. 12 years is a long time to be out of any game. I mean, realistically, been married for 18 years, I would be really bad at trying to date right now, let alone trying to find a job. And it's very similar. I mean, you spend 8 hours plus with these people each day, and you need to kind of get along. I mean, at least to some extent. But truth be told, you're almost dating the company you're going to be working with for the next however many years, till retirement in some cases. And you got to make sure you're happy with that. If you're not looking for the things that have your goals in mind, why are you looking? And I've got to reflect on that and ask myself these same questions. What am I looking for? What do I want? What am I hoping to get out of this position, this job, this career? And is it a job or is it a career? I think that's some of the things I'm having the hardest time with right now. Is this something I can see myself doing 4 years from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now? And if the answer is no, why do it? I think in part, a lot of people break down a position to, is it got the title you're looking for, and is it paying the money you're looking for? And I'm looking more for, is it fulfilling with what I want to do? Is this something that is going to make me proud of what I'm doing? I guess there's some ego involved in it. I guess there's a little bit of the elements that I really tried to convince myself there wasn't, and ego is a huge part. Don't get me wrong. I have a ton of respect for people willing to work any job. I mean, if you're willing to work it and work it to death, good on you. But I think there are certain positions in life that I'm just unwilling to take. I don't think a career at a fast food franchise for me right now is a smart career move, especially if I want to go back to work. It's tough. It's tough because it's changed. And I give you a couple of them. I don't have a degree. I don't have a bachelor's, an associate's, a master's, none of that. I just have time on job experience. And in a lot of cases, a lot of these places that I'm looking at are requiring a degree, and it's kind of a quick, kiss of death for me because I don't have that degree. I never pursued it. And that's fine. I just have to look at places that aren't necessarily holding that as a requirement, but would be more of a, hey, that would be great to have. And a lot's changed in the whole application process. Now your resume is, right now resumes are perfect for the old website owners of yesteryear, where you could just stuff in a ton of keywords and make it look, fantastic and amazing. Come to think of it, I bet I could probably put together a resume much like an old website where invisible words were just all strewn throughout. Is that a good thing to do? I doubt it, but I don't know. I don't know. So where am I at now? It is a full-time position currently for me to find a full-time position. Something that matches what I believe my skill set to be and something I'd like to do. I want to wake up every morning excited to go to work. I want to wake up every morning thrilled and enthusiastic to be putting on a shirt and tie or polo or whatever the requirement is at work to do. Get up and go work my honest day's work, get an honest day's pay, and come home and spend time with my family. I'm in that position now because I'm at the age where my daughter's getting ready to go off to college, and I can be a little more selective. I don't have to go to work tomorrow, so I have a huge luxury in that I can take the time and look for what's right for me and as well for the company. This is a tough one. This is very tough, because if I do the right things and end up in the right position, I have, however many more years to become the best at that position. But if I take something I don't like, I'm starting all over again in a year or 6 months or 2 years. I don't want to do that by any stretch of the imagination. Anyway, that's where I'm at. If you're looking for a job, what have you noticed that's changed or different or difficult? Or give me something that just bugs you about job hunting. Again, thanks for watching, and see you Thursday.